We're unpacking the Live It, Love It and listed behind the web app Yentas, a travel community for women to share and explore travel lists. And we're doing so here on eRadio with the founder of Yentas, Penny Ndlela, who joins us again today. Penny, welcome back. How's it going? Are you well?
Yes, I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Great, thank you. So, Penny, today the Love It part of Yentas is what we're going to talk about. You mentioned you've done extensive research when building this platform. What did you discover about what women love when they travel?
Well, what we discovered, I think maybe just for context, let's start there. I have been in the tourism industry since 2012. So I have personally taken groups of women around the world. And what I realized is that that business was obviously open to both male and female and families. But we started to attract a lot of women. And the base of the kinds of women that used to come on our trips would be quite experienced travelers. And I started to ask them why they would choose group curated trips versus continuing the way that they've been traveling before. And curiosity and safety were two themes that always came up, in that when they were curious about a particular country, they felt safer experiencing that within a group. And once they had done that, sharing that group curated experience, they would then be free to explore on their own after that. And so when we pivoted in 2020 to build this app, we wanted to focus on women, and we then followed on with research to prove our test case that women have a unique way of moving through the world. And that is why they always say they have a friend referred me to this. And it didn't matter who the friend was, or that the friend was not sort of the first link. It was either second or third link, but just that reassurance that this was referred by a friend gave them the safety and the comfort to be free to explore or to be curious.
Okay, and then Penny, how do women travel differently?
Well, we are emotional beings. And if you have women in your life, you would know that. So when I travel as a mom, I am a different persona to the person I travel as in a business setting. And to a woman I travel as with my friends. When I am a mother, I obviously assume the role of mothering and nurturing and ensuring that everybody is okay, which means that my interests take a back seat. Most women would say things like, I came back more tired from the holiday than I did before going on that holiday. And that's because we then assume a hypervigilant role of looking after everyone. And so with all these different personas that we interchange and code switch when we travel, we then have a different perspective or different experience within that space. So we built the platform in such a way that it actually enables women to search according to those personas, which is what I love when I travel on my own is different to what I love when I travel with my family. Because what I love when I travel with my family, it's because I want everybody to have a good time. And when I'm traveling on my own, I probably can be a little bit more adventurous. I can, find out aspects about my own personality while I'm exploring a new place. And that's what makes women travel differently.
Okay, and what drives women to share their travel experiences?
I think travel allows us to explore our own personalities outside of our many roles, right? So we play the role of mother, of sister, of wife, of partner. And with travel, one gets to say, this is who I am based by the interests that I have, whether it would be hiking or history or art or immersion in culture. It's the one way that we can express how brave or how curious we are. And so sharing that makes us, not that it makes us seem interesting, but it's the one way to communicate our interesting personalities outside of our roles within relationship.
And tell me, Penny, why is sharing so important to women?
Women know what it feels like to be unprepared in a space or unprepared in an environment, and how that makes them feel. So when they are sharing, I think it is our natural response in the way women engage with one another, and we have a unique way of connecting with each other. And sharing shows how women connection looks different to other people. It's the way that we form female friendships, the way that we interact with one another, the way that we advocate for one another. We always share information so that we can add value to that connection. That's why sharing is important. We always share with each other with that background information of, hey, a heads up, I went there and this is what I experienced. So I don't want you to go through the same thing feeling unprepared. This is what I would recommend. And we seek out those recommendations in not only in travel, but in most places or spaces that we move in.
Now, we all love different things. How does the Yentas platform take this into account?
Well, we created a quiz, and the quiz was a fun way for segmentation and also to enable filtering within our platform so that it makes the search quicker. The quiz also gives the user an opportunity to connect with their own personality. Because we are so busy in the world doing all the roles that we need to perform in, the quiz allows you to reconnect with who you are as a personality and a character, as well as your preferences, so that by the time you go onto the platform to search, you know who you are, and you can find others like yourself who travel like you and who have similar preferences or similar hobbies and are at a similar life stage, so that your searching is cut short and you're not wasting time seeing lists from people who don't travel the way that you do.
Great. Penny, thank you so much. Tell us, how do we find Yentas, and where do we find Yentas?
You can find us on www.weareyentas.com. You can also find us on our socials, which is IG, TikTok, and Pinterest, and Facebook at We Are Yentas.
Awesome. And then, of course, next week we'll be talking about the travel lists that Penny will tell us about. Yentas travel lists. Looking forward to that, Penny. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to it too.
Have you ever wondered about your travel style? Are you perfectly planned, the type who gets up at 6 a.m. to see the sights of a new city, checklist in hand? Or the carefree honey who just wants to ease into the day? Take our quiz to find your travel style and discover a whole community of like-minded women at Yentas, a brand new travel platform made for women by women. Because no one gets it quite like women do. Explore lists to inspire your next trip and keep your travel memories, recommendations and safety tips from those who've actually been there all in one place. Come and explore the world of Yentas on weareyentas.com. Live it, love it, list it.